everyone. Welcome to the Shepherd's Pie, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today, we have a little bit of a different topic. We're going to talk about culture and cultural differences. Being as though most of you know, he's from Ghana. We talk about it in other videos.
Yeah.
He's from Ghana, and I'm from America.
Ghana and America.
Right, that's what I said.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
Okay, so goofball. So we have some cultural differences that we want to discuss. And one of them being, we're going to first start off with something that's interesting when I talk about Ghana and things that I experienced in the culture and being married to a Ghanaian, and now being a part of a whole Ghanaian family on his side. You just see things and hear things that are just, some things are very abnormal in my circumstance, where his brother, and this will be weird for a lot of American people, because when we say it to even our families, my side of the family, they even look at us like, what? Like my grandmother, she was looking like, what is he about to say? Your brother is who? But to get to what I'm saying, is his brother calls me his wife, and vice versa. Like my husband calls his brother's wife his wife. Now my husband calls me his wife as well, but also his brother. When I relate to his brother, he says wife. Yeah. So if I'm writing him a text message and I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? Or sometimes I call him Uncle Push in relation to my kids, because they always say Uncle Push. So I'll sometimes text him like, hey, Uncle Push. And he's like, I'm your husband. And I will always get thrown off and like, okay, like, you're not my husband, because that's weird. But so when we discussed it even with my grandmother, who's, like 70 something, and coming from a whole different era, she was like, who? He's your who? And so OT, my husband is just sitting there trying to explain his culture. And as we have seen history develop, like, cross-cultural things wasn't so popular maybe back on her time. So there's a barrier there where she doesn't always interact with other people from outside of her culture. And now she has a granddaughter who's married to this Ghanaian man who's talking about, because my sister-in-laws are my wife. Like, what? My sisters are your wife when you're married to me? Like, that doesn't make sense. So she was trying to get him to explain. So that's been probably one of the funniest and strangest things in relation to how they relate to wife. And he's going to dive into, can you dive into that, husband? Why does your brother call me his wife? Why do you call my siblings, my sisters, your wife?
That's
your brother even just called me today his senior wife.
Yeah, it's a senior wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's our culture. I mean, you have been in Ghana, and those who have been in Ghana knows, or Ghanaians, we have a lot of Ghanaians that watch this channel. So you know that everybody call everybody uncle. You hear, oh uncle, oh auntie, and but maybe that might be the first person you met the person, but you are calling the person uncle. That's how we are brought up. Like it's like we call a small village, just like that. Everybody can take care of you. Everybody is responsible for you. So calling you wife, or me calling your sister my wife, that's how the culture is. But that doesn't mean it's your wife that you can go do whatever you want to do with her. No. That's untouchable. That side.
See how defensive you just got? So it ain't that type of wife.
No, not that type of wife. No, nobody can touch you. You are mine. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And not like that, but in a sense, they can take care of you. They will take some responsibilities for you. So in our culture, when you get married to us, if we are 10 brothers, you are our wife. But not in crazy sense that when you want to do something, you know what I mean. They know what I mean. They can't do that. But aside that, for instance, if I die, one of them has to volunteer and then take care of you. You get it? So not that getting married to you, they are not going to get married to you, but they are going to take care of you. All the responsibilities that I was, delivering or my kids, paying their school fees, making sure you are good. One of them is supposed to do all that, I was doing before I died. So that's the culture. So we pass it on. You can even see that playing in the Bible. If you read in the Old Testament, you see that used to happen. So that's the culture. That's why they are calling you that. So there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because grandmother had some questions. She was like, hold on. Who did we let you marry?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, do you have any other question?
Yeah. So I guess we do this. We practice this in our house where all of our children have a Ghanaian name, and oftentimes people we live in America obviously, but people who are in our community or in our life on a daily basis, they'll hear me call my son Koku, which his actual name is Theophilus, his first name. But they'll hear me, Koku, get over here, or we're out in the store and somebody may ask him what is his name, and he'll say, what his name is, but then they may hear me later on saying, Koku, come here, or are you listening, Koku, or whatever. So it sounds like, well, what is your son's name? Because you call him this.
Yeah.
So one of the things I guess we should talk about is the fact that in Ghana, in a Ghanaian culture, they had names.
Yeah, we have names.
And I guess you can go into what those names mean and why you have more than one name, not just a first name, and a middle name and a last name, but it could be a first name, middle name, last name plus a Ghanaian name.
Okay, it's true. Sometimes when you are born, before your parents even give you actual, it's not like here that before you are born we have to fill some papers and make sure your name is filled out before you leave the hospital.
Sure.
It's not like that in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
It's not like that in Ghana. But so when a child is born, the very day the child was born have a name. So we have a name for the week, the whole week, from Monday to Friday, or to Saturday.
To Sunday.
Yes.
Monday to Sunday.
To Sunday, whatever. Yeah, we have a name. So they can call you by that very day, the day you were born. Yeah, they will call you. So if you want me to go, into the names, if you want, you mention it. If you mention it, I can tell you the name.
Yeah, so sure. So for instance, when we look at, you said, so initially what you're saying, basically, I'm just going to make sure we are clear. Initially what you're saying is when your mother delivers you, that very day, she doesn't give you an actual specific name.
Maybe they might have it, but they might not tell people.
Yeah, they won't tell people. So traditionally,
yes,
that's what we're saying here. Traditionally, they're just gonna initially call you based on the day that you were born.
Yes.
So if you were born on a Monday, they're gonna specifically call you that name that falls on that Monday. And or whatever other day you were born. And then they'll eventually, at some point, give you a name.
Yeah, sometimes.
And so can we start with first, before we go into, what is a Monday born name?
So Monday, if you are a male, they call them Kwajo. Kwajo. Yes. Kwajo is Monday, for a male. And then female is Ajua. So if you are born on Monday, you are called Ajua. If you are a
I'm
female.
born on Monday.
Then you are.
I'm Ajua. Yeah.
So you are Ajua. But a male is called Kwajo. Kwajo. So that's Monday.
A lot of people ask us when we talk about our kids' Ghanaian names. They're like, "Oh, what does that mean?" Or even if we don't say our Ghanaian name, just because they know that the culture, they ask, "Oh, do your kids have a name that means something?" So, in this specific sense, does Ajua or Kojo,
yes.
Kojo, does that mean something specific other than Monday?
Okay, so for instance, if you come to Monday we say Ejuada, you get it? Ejuada. So the male is Kojo, and then the female is what? Ajua.
Sure.
So you see, Ejuada, Ejuada, so Ajua. You get it? So it's just derived from that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it just...
Does it mean anything other than that?
No, it just means that Monday. That's it.
Oh, okay. So there's no other...
No.
It doesn't mean a certain type personality type or anything like that.
Everybody might have their personality type. We will do that video later. But for this, is specific. It's just Monday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what is Tuesday? You might as well go through the whole week. What
Yeah,
is
Tuesday is Kwabena, a male.
Okay,
You
and
know.
that's what my son is. He's
Yeah,
Kwabena.
Kwabena. Gideon is Kwabena, and female is Abena.
Abena.
And it's the
My niece is
Monday
Abena.
is Ebenada. Ebenada is Tuesday. Ebenada. So it's Abena for the female.
Okay.
You get it?
So
And
Tuesday's
Kwabena.
Abena.
Yes.
Da for the girl.
Yes, for the girl.
And for the male, it's
Kwabena.
Kwabena.
Yes, Kwabena.
Abena and Kwabena.
Can you say it again?
Abena and Kwabena.
Good.
Is it weird? Am I saying it wrong?
No. It's just the accent, you know.
Abena and Kwabena.
Like American hear me speak. What did you say?
Yeah.
You know. It's just funny. All right. So what do you?
So Wednesday. We can go to Wednesday.
Wednesday, male is Kwaku. You know, male, it's Kwaku. Like, you know, our son was born on Wednesday, so it's Kwaku. And then the female is Aquia.
Aquia.
Yes, Aquia. When you are born on Wednesday, the female is Aquia, and then the male is Kwaku. Yes.
Thursday,
the male is Yao. Yao. And then the female is Ya. So Yao and Ya.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Friday.
Friday is Kofi. Kofi, and the female,
male, right?
yes, is the male, and the female is Afia.
Afia, that's his check, which is check.
Yes,
my daughter's check.
Afia.
Afia.
Yeah.
My Afia, right?
Yeah, my Afia. Yeah, you can say my Afia, like, you can always add something to so my Afia. Yeah.
And then Saturday is what?
Yeah, Saturday is Kwame.
Kwame
For the male.
And you hear, even in America, we hear people name, my cousin's middle name, who's Black American, his middle name is Kwame. I think that's kind of a popular name that a lot of even African Americans know of. That's from Ghana, that's from African. We say that's African
because
name.
of Kwame Nkrumah.
Oh, Kwame Nkrumah. Oh,
Kwame Nkrumah.
And he's such a popular, somebody
who was the first president
written down in history.
First president of Ghana. Yeah.
I didn't associate that. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah. So most
people
of the
would
people
hear that name naturally and probably relate it to.
Yeah, and it's in
Africa.
the history books and all that. Yeah. So it's true. Yeah. Kwame and the male, the female is Ama. Yeah. Ama.
Sure. Now what is Sunday?
Yeah,
Sunday.
I'm Sunday.
I like this name.
Yes, I'm Sunday. So Sunday is Kwesi. Kwesi, but you can add Pa Kwesi. Most people call me Pa Kwesi, like you call me. And I love when you say it. Can you say
Kwesi?
I love it, man. Something come upon me when you mention that name.
Lord.
Can you say one more time,
You need
please?
to pause the camera. Pa Kwesi.
Pa Kwesi. Fantastic. I love it.
Oh,
thank you. And then the female is Akos. Akos or Akosia.
Okay.
Yes. So you can just shorten it Akos. Or you can, Akosia.
I believe your cousin is Akos. Is that or is that different?
My sister is Akos.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. My sister is Akos. Yeah.
So she's born Sunday too.
Sunday.
Okay.
So that's the days, Yeah. So that's it for that's it. Unless you want me to, somebody was asking me too about how we do our naming ceremony.
Yes. Oh, yes. So my husband, I used to always get mad at him each child we had because I always wanted a naming ceremony. Like, can we please just do some kind of traditional thing after our child is born? He's like, oh, whatever. We're in America. We don't need to worry about that. Like, I'm like, but still, they're half Ghanaian, so let's add some cultural swag to this whole thing. Because we typically, I'm coming from a Christian family, so we typically do christening or we call it baby dedication, where we go to church and we dress up and the child dresses in something, and then
we do
the pastor will pray over the family and over the child. In regards to that the Lord may guide the path of the child and protect them and save them. So with Ghana and specifically the naming ceremonies, is this where, and this is where my question comes in from the beginning, where when you're first initially born, you get one of these day names that we listed, but then at some point you get a specific name to yourself. Is that when that happens, at the naming ceremony?
Yes.